TV.
Boss TV, where inspiration strikes. Boss TV, where inspiration strikes.
Good evening from whatever part of the country you are watching us from. Welcome so much, and you're just in time for the news at 9 with me, Shadrack Ogega, together with my sign language interpreter, that is Felix Otieno. We welcome you on board as we move together pertaining to matters over the news today. Being International Day of Peace, we begin the program by looking at that story where it is said that do not accept to be used by politicians during the upcoming general election. This was the gospel being preached today by Irene Randu, who is the chairperson of Peace in Kisauni Sub-County, Mombasa County, where the World Peace Day commemoration event was being held. Randu said that though the youths make up the highest percentage of the total population in the country, the culture of time and again being used to cause chaos and disrupt peace should end. She also asked the government and political leaders to avoid using hate speech during the upcoming campaigns. Joseph Okwach opens up our bulletin with that story.
World Peace Day was today celebrated worldwide, and specifically in the Mombasa County, it was conducted in Mjambere Ward in Kisauni Sub-County. Kisauni made the perfect location for that event, as it has been recorded to harbor notorious criminal characters who many a times have hit the headlines with cases of insecurity and killings. Unfortunately, the turnout was not as large as anticipated, but in attendance was the Sisters for Justice, Haki Africa, a representative from the Office of Public Prosecution, and advocates who sang the same tune of peace.
Tuko hapa maalum kuweza kutambulisha ama kuweza kuikumbusha jamii kwamba bila amani hakuna maendeleo yataonekana. Bila amani hakuna mafanikio yatayopatikana. Si kwako na si kwa nchi. Si ndani wala si nje. Ndio siku hii ya leo tumeweza kuja hapa kuweza kuambia jamii kwamba kuna sheria zinazotumika kulingana na mambo yanayoyakumba. Kuna state actors tumewaleta, pengine watakuwa na dukuduku, watakuwa na maswali, wataweza kuulizana, ili mradi tu watu waweze kuongea na mambo yaweze kupatikana, maendeleo yaweze kupatikana. Haswa katika hili eneo tuliko hapa. Hili eneo limeweza takriban miezi miwili mitatu, visa vingi, watu wameweza kuuana hapa, vijana wameweza kukata watu hapa, watu wameweza kupoteza maisha yao katika huu barabara tunayoiona. Ndiposa tumekuja katika eneo la Mjambere Ward ili mradi tu kuweza kuirudisha jamii kwamba sisi ni watu mmoja, lazima tuishi kwa amani na.
According to Naila, the record of cases of youth involvement in crime, together with the practice of using machetes in their random attacks in areas such as Likoni and Kisauni, has reached up to more than 8 cases every month.
Kulingana na sisi ofisini, kwa mwezi tu huwa tuna visa karibu 8-9, mwezi mmoja tu. Visa vya ukataji, visa vya vijana kuuawa, visa vya uhalifu 9 kwa 10. Kwa hivyo ukianza kuanzia Januari utaweza kupata takwimu juu.
This day will be regarded to be important to this nation, more so as we are approaching the 2022 general elections.
Kitu tunachoomba kwa wanasiasa wetu ni kuwa watumie kampeni zao positively. Na kwa mara ya kwanza wajifundishe kuzungumza masuala ya amani. Tunataka nchi yetu ikiwa kamili vile vile. Kijana wetu anaenda skuli akasome bila tashwishi.
Kura zinapowadia huwa tunaona ghasia zinaanza kusambaa katika maeneo yote. Kwa hivyo mwaka huu tunataka kutuma ujumbe hasa kwa wanasiasa ambao wanaeneza siasa za chuki, ambao wanaeneza siasa za ukabila, ambao wanaeneza siasa za kidini. Wakome na wasite na mambo kama hayo. Kama Wakenya hatutaki kuona njia yoyote ama wakati wowote pale ambapo amani itakosekana. Kwa hivyo lazima tuhakikishe wanasiasa wameweza kujidhibiti na wasitie chuki katika jamii.
Joseph Okwach, Boss TV.
Staying put on the World International Day of Peace, the government has been asked to take keen on the rising cases of injustices that threaten peace among societies. This was said today by the Haki Africa CEO Hussein Khalid, who maintains that though the police are supposed to be tools of maintaining peace, law and order, it is quite unfortunate they are also involved in such injustices or even shielding culprits.
Ujumbe unaenda kwa vitengo vya usalama, kwa sababu tumeona mara nyingi vitengo hivi vya usalama hutumiwa kuua, kunyanyasa, kupoteza haki kwa wananchi. Kwa hivyo tunataka vitengo vya usalama vihakikishe havileti maafa, havileti hasara katika jamii. Hawa ndio ujumbe wetu katika mwaka huu na tunaposherehekea siku ya leo. Leo hii vile vile tunataka kutuma ujumbe kwamba lazima tuhakikishe haki imeweza kupatikana, kwa sababu haki ikiweza kupatikana na masala ya sheria kufuatwa, basi tutaweza kupigana na swala la ugaidi katika jamii yetu. Kila kunapokucha na kila tunavyoona, tunaona haki zinaendelea kukiukwa, na wakati huo huo wengine wanauawa, wengine wanachukuliwa kwa lazima, na hii inachangia sana katika kuongezea itikadi kali zilizoko katika jamii. Tunavyofahamu hivi jana ama wikendi iliyopita, kuna baadhi ya watu ambao waliweza kurudishwa baada ya kupotezwa katika majuma mawili matatu yaliyopita. Kama shirika la Haki Afrika pamoja na Sisters for Justice, tunataka kusema kwamba lazima vitengo vya usalama vifuate sheria ya Kenya. Katiba ya Kenya lazima ifuatwe, na siku hii leo ya amani tunataka tuone masala ya sheria yamefuatiliwa kikamilifu na kila mtu ameweza kupata haki yake.
Out from matters about the World International Day, let's look at what happened in the courts. And two individuals were today arraigned in Mombasa law courts over allegations of trafficking narcotic drugs weighing 265 grams in the Diani area, Kwale County. The two, Mohammed Abdallah and Said Abdallah, were arrested on the 16th of September in a Toyota Vitz vehicle with the registration number of KCV 351W. Pamela Achola with the details from the corridors of the court.
KCV 351W.
The two, Mohammed Abdallah and Said Abdallah, were arrested in a KCV 351W registered vehicle in the Diani area with the drugs packed in 2 bags which were allegedly transported to Mombasa County on 16th September 2021.
Mohammed Abdallah na kosa jana kwa ulakuzi wa madawa ya sheria, na leo ni kwamba
investigators have also said the suspects are allegedly to be involved in drug trafficking, which has become a chronic problem in coastal region. Still in court news, British citizen Houston Boston has been arraigned in court on terrorism allegations, but has not been charged due to the request from detectives to complete an investigation.
The respondent is soliciting and aiding terrorists. What is so difficult with them charging him today?
Magistrate Amoy ordered the suspect to be detained at the Central Police Station for 2 days to allow the officers to complete their investigations.
And it is evident, clear, that the respondent has been cooperative, even took himself to the police station. So, and from the submissions, what I have gathered is that you need some time to finalize investigation and have documents, I think, from government control institutions, that is immigration, the registrar of companies. All these things can be done within a day or 2 days, in fact within hours. So the 10 days are not justifiable to curtail someone's freedom, because reasons given to me are not they're not sufficient enough for me to give you 10 days. So I've given you 2 days. 2 days you get the documents that you want and then present that they responded in court on 24th of September. That's on Friday.
The case will be mentioned on 24th of September 2021.
Decided that an accused person, if arrested,
Reporting for Boss TV, I'm Pamela Achol.
this was to deter the excesses of the police.
Right, that is our reporter Pamela Ochola. Now, into another matter here, high cost of living and the world COVID-19 pandemic is said to be the main reason why business around the Uhuru Gardens having to go down. The once known place to relax and take photograph is now left for the birds of the air who scatter around with little or no people visiting the area in a day. Valentine Mwadime spoke to Philip Ndagwe, a trader at the vicinity, and has filed this report.
The Uhuru Gardens in Mombasa is usually a crowded place, but the image is changing as the vendors and photographers are out of work, for their services seem not to attract customers like it has been in the past. Philip Ndegwa, a local trader at the Uhuru Gardens, admits that the customers are reluctant in purchasing their goods due to the high cost of living.
Idadi imekuwa chini sana bana. Kwa sababu senye corona haiko imefika katika hii nchi yetu ya Kenya, ulikuwa unapata hii place ka hapa palikuwa pamefurika, kazi ilikuwa mzuri, kila kitu kilikuwa kinaenda sawa sawa, lakini after corona kazi imefifia kabisa.
The coronavirus has also been seen as a contributor to the current situation at the garden, with Ndegwa urging the government to look into the prices of the daily consumed products after the Energy, Petroleum and Regulatory Authority announced the rise in fuel prices.
Kata hii nilikuwa nauza bucket 3. Kwa saizi nauza bucket moja tu na hata tunapata haishi.
Reporting for Boss TV News, I'm Valentine Mwadime.
Now let's look at the COVID-19 numbers. The Minister of Health has announced 313 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of infections in the country to 246,956. The new cases were drawn from a sample size of 7,034 that were tested in the last 24 hours. Unfortunately, the people who have succumbed to COVID-19 have risen to 5,008 after 13 more were reported today. But hopefully enough, 498 patients have recovered from the COVID-19. And of course, out from this number, 318 of them came from the home-based isolation care program, while 117 were from various health facilities countrywide. And now the total recoveries now stand at 238,448. As you can see on your screen, that is the table of the COVID-19 as registered today in the last 24 hours by the Ministry of Health, accurate enough and signed by the Ministry of Health official, that is CS Mutahi Kagwe, releasing that number, or rather those numbers, in a day. Right, of course, that COVID-19 pandemic chart in the last 24 hours gives us our daily reminder of observing the protocols are set aside by the Ministry of Health, which include sanitizing much often, putting on a face mask, as well as maintaining a social distance of 1.5 meters apart if we have to go to a crowded place. And of course, for this and many much more reasons, we'll make sure that we kind of put the curve down and combat the spread of COVID-19. And by that story and the numbers of the COVID-19 brings me into a wrap tonight on the news. But remember to catch all these news that I've read for you in detail on our YouTube channel as well as on our website link. For those of you who are on diaspora, you have no reason whatsoever to miss what we've done. But of course, as well, we'll enjoy it more if you share your feedback, courtesy of whatever we've been doing all along through, because your feedback is what keeps us going. And on behalf of everyone who made this bulletin a success, we wish you a good night. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. My name is Shadrack Ogega, and my sign language interpreter has been Felix Otieno.